So I'm just going to quick go over what I've done so far. I did not implement everything that I meant to, but I'll show you what we have. First feature is the butterfly. The butterfly will go from flower to flower in a certain order. All my prefabs are under the NPC folder under prefabs. Flowers are here, and the butterfly's here. To click on the butterfly, you can set the order of the flowers in which it follows. The original intent was to make it so that the cat could pick up the flowers and place them down so then the butterfly follows those flowers. And then the mouse will follow the butterfly for a given amount of time. And that would be another way to lure the mouse into some sort of trap. I did not get that far yet, but hopefully will. Another one of the prefabs here is the button. It inherits a type called activator, which can open up these doors that I made, which can also be used for catching the mice. And I also have these ice cubes here, which you can push to also trap the mouse. Cheese works as usual, haven't messed much with that. I'd like to make a cheese dispenser so the cat can go pick up cheese and drop it down later. But I'll show you. Oh, the spiders here, they're not implemented yet either, but I can show you what is. So I'm going to hit play here. First thing we're going to look at is the butterfly. See the mouse, it's going to chase the butterfly. Boing, 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 boing. It's happy, so it's bouncing when it sees a butterfly. And it'll chase it for a certain amount of time, and then after that, it'll start ignoring the butterfly. So the original intent was to make it so the cat could pick up these flowers and place them in a line on the mouse's path, and then the mouse could follow the butterfly, which is following the flowers, to some sort of trap. That's the intent of it. It's not quite there yet. Let me go show you these doors. So these buttons are animated. So when you step on them, they go down and then they go up. Now there's 3 kinds of activators you can have for it. One toggles, so what it does, so if it's off, let's say like the door's closed, right? So if I stand on it, the door will open, and when I get off, the door will close. And then there's another button that opens, and once I open it, when I stand on a toggle button, it'll close when I'm on it, but open when I'm not. But since this mouse is in here, and you can see he's going between those 2 waypoints, one inside and one outside, to catch this mouse, what we're going to want to do is close the door on him and sneak around to the other side. I will make a comment about the hitbox. I think the hitbox for the mouse is a little too big, a little too forgiving. It's probably fine for now. Oh, and you can have more than one button to do the same thing. Like this will open the door over there. But anyway, so now the mouse is trapped. He can't get away. Boom. So in our level design, we can think of ways to do things like this, maybe in slightly more clever ways, like little puzzles. There's one more clever way I can show you over here with this mouse. This mouse has a few waypoints. I changed the programming so if it can't get to a waypoint, it just kind of starts over and goes to the waypoints it can get to. So this guy's going back and forth. As he's going towards that door, you want to step on the button, and he'll go through. And then he's going back and forth again. You can step on the button. You don't want to get too close so you'll scare him, and he'll go back through. And then when he's out, you can obviously trap him there. I also, he should be able to go through. Yeah, there he goes. He already reached that waypoint. So then you can also do that to trap the mouse. See, he's scared. He can't run to his hole. I made it so if he can't run to his hole, he's just going to cower until you leave for a certain amount of time. He sees you through the glass. So we'll leave this open. Mouse is out. And we'll sneak around and we'll go get him. Just adding other ways to get the mouse other than the cheese. Oh, he sees us. Back up. And we'll get him. Again, this hitbox is too big. Like, look at that. Got to make it probably slightly smaller. We can play around with that though. Another thing you can do is if you have a pushable object and you make it a barrier, it could be an ice cube, it could be a boulder, it could be a tree. Doesn't matter what it is. You can use that and you can push it in the way like this. Yep, it's pushed. So now he can't get away and we can get him. So in our level design, we'll make stuff a little bit more clever. We might have like several things you have to do to get a mouse or several doors, and then maybe have block one exit. Maybe one exit over here needs to be blocked by an object you push, and then another needs to be blocked by a door you close, and then you have to lead them out through a bunch of doors, and then you can get them. That'll just give more interesting choices to the player, along with being able to use the cheese and being able to move the butterfly with the mouse. So one more thing I did. So we're gonna go. As I made it so the holes you can't go through. So we'll scare this guy. He's gonna run away. You can still look at and see him, but I put a barrier there now, so you can't get through. Those are all the changes I made. I hope to see you guys Monday. If I don't, I hope this video is helpful. I will go over the prefabs and how to use them though, just in case. So this is the door prefab. If you look over at it, it has what you change in the door prefab is you add these things. These are openers, so you put something in here to open it. Probably the button. I'm just going to make other activators too. But it's it inherits the activator type. So anything that inherits my activator type can go here. The closers close, obviously openers, and then the togglers will toggle between when you're on it, it'll be in one mode. When you're off it, it'll be in the other. So the button's straightforward, simple. You just place it. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that much at all. It has its own animator and everything. I probably don't need this. I can get rid of that animation. Doesn't need to be in the prefab. Butterfly, you just drag and drop it. You can specify what order it goes in with the flowers. I'm planning on maybe doing some puzzles with that when you pick up the flowers. The mouse is pretty obvious. You guys have played with him before. But you can mess with his speed, what it takes to look. You sneak up on him, the angle. We did that last time. And then these are the flowers. These are the same. They're slightly bigger, and then they have a flower type script that'll get the flower type. So that helps the butterfly navigate from different kinds of flowers. And those are all in the NPCs prefab folder. Reach out if you have any questions. I'll try to answer. The baby is for sure coming tomorrow, but we'll see how busy I am after that.